Hello everybody, welcome to Congress First Up. So the New Orleans Saints just beat the Carolina Panthers 12-9. And this wasn't a fun game to watch whatsoever. It's annoying to watch the Saints only score 12 points when you know for a fact that they could be so much better offensively. They miss so much opportunities. It's just annoying. Honestly, I prefer seeing the defense play awful and the Saints offense play fantastic. Maybe I'm used to that, but I don't know. Because there's no reason for the Saints offense to only score 12 points while you have Drew Brees, who didn't have a good game. He was 23 for 35, 200 passing yards, 0 touchdowns, and an interception. I don't know if the interception was necessarily his fault. It, he threw to a tight end called Dan Arnold, an undrafted tight end. It should have been caught by Dan Arnold. He dropped the pass and it got deflected by hold on, let's see who it was. By by James Bradbury. But honestly, like I said before, this game was really frustrating. Even though the Saints did end up winning, there was a lot of miscues. In fact, this was the first time since 1998, I believe, against Tampa Bay that the Saints won when they only scored 12 points. I give props to the Carolina Panthers defense. They play their hearts out, especially Luke Kuechly. But the Saints defense have been playing out. They've been playing fantastic, really. The past three games against Tampa Bay, the Cowboys, the Panthers. While the offense hasn't been playing fantastic, the defense has really been showing why the Saints should be viewed as a Super Bowl favorite. Maybe not the favorite, but definitely a top two or even at worst a top four contender. But this defense has been playing fantastic. We didn't get that many sacks, but it doesn't really matter. Cam Newton didn't play well, which was unfortunate for my brother because he had Cam Newton on his fantasy football team, and I can't stand fantasy football because it makes fans into not bandwagon fans, but almost not true fans, and I just can't stand that. But defensively, like I said before, we're playing fantastic. Von Bell, he played lights out. I'm not the biggest fan of Von Bell, but he had that forced fumble. I believe, he also had a sack. Yeah, he had a sack and a tackle for a loss and a forced fumble. Fantastic game by him. I'm not the biggest fan of him, because he's not the best coverage corner. He's a good pass rusher, or good blitzer, I should say. Safeties are pass rushers, but he played fantastic. Demario Davis is another player that played fantastic. He got the nice sack, I believe, from the first drive for the Carolina Panthers, and then he got that pressure, which ended up on the 4th and 5. He got the pressure to make it incompletion off of a bad pass by Cam Newton. Yeah, I guess Cam Newton's technically injured, but I don't know if that really verifies him as being. I don't know if it makes up the fact that he had an awful game today. Marshall Lattimore, I didn't hear anything of him. So, he had a great game. I didn't see much of him, so if you don't see a cornerback, then he's having a great game. Cameron Jordan didn't have a sack, but which is odd because usually he gets a lot of sacks against Cam Newton, but it's whatever, we still won. Uh, Von Bell got a sack, Demario Davis got a sack, and David Onyemata, the Canadian dude, the 6th round draft pick, I believe in either 2017 or 2016. He's been playing pretty well. He's a good defensive tackle. Offensively, Michael Thomas had only 7 receptions for 49 yards. Keith Kirkwood is the second receiver with only 2 receptions for 40 yards. Alvin Kamara hasn't really been playing fantastically the past few games, but honestly, the Saints offense, if you shut down Michael Thomas, if you shut down Alvin Kamara, the passing offense isn't really there, and I believe that the defenses around the league noticed that. He only had 7 receptions for 36 receiving yards, and then Benjamin Watson had a reception for 28 yards. He technically, in my opinion, he should have had 2, but it was ruled a incompletion for whatever reason. Tommy Lee Lewis almost blew the game for us. I'm really not a big fan of Tommy Lee Lewis. I remember him muffing a punt. I don't remember what year it was, but it cost us the game. I'm just not a big fan of him whatsoever, but the defense played fantastic. Eli Apple had the nice interception in the end zone. Who knows if that could have been a touchdown? The Saints would have lost. Obviously, honestly, probably the only good game by offensive player was by Christian McCaffrey. To be honest with you, he had the only passing touchdown for the Panthers, which is odd. So on fourth down, they tossed it to Christian McCaffrey, and he faked it and threw a touchdown to the rookie tight end, Chris Manhertz. So that was the only tight end for the Carolina Panthers. Obviously, they only scored 9 points. And the 2 points came off of a 2 point conversion gone awry for the Saints when Saints were up 12 to 7, went for 2 points, and then Drew Brees threw a pick six. Fortunately for him, he doesn't go against his stats or anything, but unfortunately, he probably won't win the MVP. Patrick Mahomes is by far away having a better season by now. Like, you could have made the argument. In fact, I believe 4 weeks ago, I do believe that Drew Brees should have won the MVP or should have been the front runner. But these few games have not been friendly to Drew Brees. The only way that he has a MVP season is that, well, I mean, he's having an MVP season. The only way that he gets an MVP is that he's having the last 2 games or in the dome and he plays the lights out. And I'm talking about like 8 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. But honestly, I don't know if that really matters to him, to be honest with you, because the only thing that really matters is the Super Bowl. But back to Christian McCaffrey. So he had 15 carries for 53 yards, but he also had a good bit of receptions. He had 8 receptions for 67 receiving yards, no touchdowns. So he had over 100 total yards. If you want to count the passing touchdown, he had over 150. But Cam Newton, he was 16 for 29, 131 passing yards, 0 touchdowns, 1 interception. Again, he may be injured, but I don't think it's worth taking away the fact that he had a bad game. Like, he usually has bad games against the Saints. I've been noticing that a good bit. Maybe it's because of Cam Newton. I don't know. I mean, Cameron Jordan. DJ Moore, the rookie, he had a pretty poor game. He had a nice big old run on I don't know the top of the play, but it's a fake to Christian McCaffrey, and then they ran it with DJ Moore. I think it was like 20 something. Did it count as a reception? No, there you go. So he had a carry for 22 yards by fumbling, but by Von Bell. But this was a very good win by the New Orleans Saints, a very important win, I should say. It wasn't very fun to watch, very stressful. But considering that we're 12-2, we're a game ahead of the Los Angeles Rams, and we have the tiebreaker. We only have to win one of the two in the Dome coming up against the Steelers and the Panthers in that order to secure home field advantage throughout the playoffs. So thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe, and don't forget to share this video. Thank you.